For what purpose does the gentleman from New Mexico rise?
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk. It's number 48.
The clerk will designate the amendment. Clerk will designate the amendment.
An amendment offered by Mr. Pearce of New Mexico.
Pursuant to the order of the House of today, the gentleman from New Mexico and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair
Mr. Chairman, I reserve a point of order against the amendment.
The chair will recognize the gentleman from New Mexico. A point of order is recognized. Is reserved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise today to offer an amendment to stop a program that has been a failure. Let the record be clear, after more than 10 years of failed attempts to reintroduce the Mexican wolves, it is now time to call an end to the program. I'm speaking of the Mexican Wolf Recovery Program operated by the Fish and Wildlife Service in New Mexico and Arizona. Since the 1998 release of these captive bred wolves into the Blue Range Wolf Recovery Area, this program has attempted to restore a population of wolves in the area, all while providing no compensation to ranchers for their livestock losses, and all in the face of nearly unified local public opinion against the program. Promises are made that the wolves would be restricted to the wilderness area of the Gila Mountains, but instead we've seen wolves as far away as Tularosa, New Mexico, almost 200 miles away. To date, this program has spent nearly $14 million and as of today has only 58 wolves in the wild. $14 million, 10 years, and 58 wolves in the wild. Of these 58 wolves in the wild, we now are on a pace to remove 12 this year because they're problems. Chart number 1 that I've brought up today highlights the increasing rate of removal of the wolves from the wild because they're killing too much livestock and they're endangering people and pets in the district that I represent. In 2005, the service removed 4 problem wolves. In 2006, it removed 8. In 2007, we're on a pace to remove 12 wolves, 12 out of 58. If the service has to remove 12 wolves this year, 20% of the wolves in the recovery area, how can anyone classify as a success a program where this many of the wolves are being a danger to ranchers and livestock? I would add that the wolves that are released in New Mexico are the wolves that have killed too many animals over in Arizona. So New Mexico gets the benefit of having the most dangerous wolves released into the 2nd District. I would secondly like to go to a chart that shows the horse 6. In this, the shot on the left side, Stacy Miller, 8 years old, is riding her horse 6. This picture was taken 2 weeks before this picture. This picture on the right indicates her horse 6 after the wolves finished with it. You see the ribs have been stripped completely clean. The hide is laying out here. That's 2 weeks after the picture was made. This is in the 2nd District of New Mexico. And for those of you who want the feel-good feeling of releasing the wolves into the wild, let us release them into your dadgummed area instead of the area of southern New Mexico where they represent a danger to the people of the 2nd District. If you aren't willing to take them into your district, then why are you going to spend the money to put them in our district and endanger our people? I would like to draw your attention to another tremendous concern. The Durango pack, particularly the female AF 924, which we speak about, is stalking the home of a young woman named Micah. Micah Miller, not the same, is pictured here. Micah Miller is about 100 yards from her front door, pointing to a wolf print that is there in the dirt. What is startling about this picture is the gun which Micah is wearing while she goes about her chores. The Durango pack of wolves have been in and around Micah's house for so long that her parents insist that she carry this gun with her while she does her chores, works, or plays in the yard. I'm submitting for the record and request unanimous consent for it to be admitted.
The general
We're
request will be
submitting
covered
that
under general leave.
record from Mike asking Congress to end this program that has put wolves into her front yard. Mr. Chairman, we hear folks that will follow me talk about how healthy wolves have never attacked humans. I would say that they're simply wrong. I would like to submit for the record a list of recorded attacks by wolves on humans.
General's request will be recorded under general leave.
These include healthy captive wolves, domestically bred wolves, and wolf-dog hybrids. Furthermore, while attacks by healthy wolves may not be common, the deep concern for wolves which have contracted rabies is a real threat. Right now in Catron County, New Mexico, which is the heart of the wolf program, we have had new outbreaks of rabies among foxes. As everyone who has seen Old Yeller knows, rabies is a devastating disease which can cause tremendous harm. Because of the proximity of wolves to the population of New Mexico this year, the Fish and Wildlife Service took the extraordinary step of publishing a wolf tip card. Now, if the Fish and Wildlife Service put out a card and distributed it in your district telling you to be careful and telling you what to do if you come up against one of these threats, you would feel like that it should not be happening in your district.